yogis, welcome to Asana My Core, your core workout. So we talk a lot about the core and how that does impact our practice. And we've got the core muscles here that we refer to as the six pack, but they're just kind of like the superficial muscles. It is obviously, well, I shouldn't say it's obviously nice to have them. I don't know that that's a fair comment. Obviously nice to have them. Like, if you have them, awesome. If you don't, awesome. Because like we talked about this yesterday in our, when we did that belly to breath connection, and we were saying like, this is our belly. Like, I don't have a six pack. I have almond croissants sometimes, and I have donuts, and then I just go and do the work because I realise that I can't eat all of that food and not do anything because it won't end very well for me. So what I do is I eat that food and then I expend the energy somewhere. I guess this is my only response to energy in must equal energy out somehow. In order for me to sleep well, I have to put a lot of energy out. Anyway, let's get back to a core workout for today. There are so many different things that we can do to work through the core. So let's start by demonstrating and working through some of those practices today. So our first point of call is going to be from kneeling. And I'm going to get you to put your hands, palms into the earth by the side of the knees. And we're going to lift the knees up off the earth. And we're just going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Interlace the hands, palms behind the back. Turn the hands, palms down towards the earth and press the hands into the earth. So we're giving the arms a little bit of a stretch here. Lifting the heart space, tucking the chin into the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands by the side of the knees. Inhale, lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. Release. Give yourselves a little stretch, and this time you can just point the fingers into the toes and press the hands. And if you like, open up and gaze towards the back. And here, a little extra, teeth together. Really big smile. Inhale, come back to center. It's like one of the weird faces that you do in yoga, right? Hands, palms plant, knees lift. 10, 9, 8. You can tuck the forehead into the knees. 3, 5, 2, 1. Exhale and release. So as we're doing that, we're shortening the distance between the ribs and the hips, and you're feeling the activation of the core. So as you press the hands, you're lifting up, creating that slight doming between the scapula and the shoulder blades, engaging the core, and then releasing down. So if that doesn't make you sweat, I don't know, maybe you're in a really super cold climate. Next variation, hands, palms into the earth. Feet slightly separated, feet planting the earth, lifting the knees here. And you can hold this variation of tabletop. It's like plank without the feet extended. And you can release down. You can take a few rounds of cat-cow here after that, because that might feel nice. Or you might like to put any little favorite asana that you have in here. Press the hands, palms down into the mat. Come back and lift up again. Protraction of the shoulder blades, so doming through the shoulder blades and lifting those knees up off the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, sit back. So Asana My Core, there's just so many different exercises that we can do in this space. I'm just going to pick a few of my faves and share those with you. And if you'd like some extra workouts in this space, feel free. We will be doing quite a bit of core work as we move through our vinyasa flow as well. Next, we're coming into plank. Hands, palms plant. You're in your tabletop, and you're going to step back into your plank pose. Press the hands, dome up through the shoulders, engage the core. And you can hold this for 29, 28, 27. We've got 30 seconds on the clock. Can't remember where we're up to, but it must be about 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Press back through the heels, gaze forward. 2 and 1. Exhale, release. Take child's pose, drop it down. Release the elbows down and then take the arms back down by the feet, opening and allowing the shoulders to relax down to the mat. Deeply breathe into the belly. Let's take that plank again. Sliding the hands forward, rolling forward, coming up onto the toes. 30 seconds to go. Lift up and out of the shoulders, gaze forward, lengthen through the heels, belly to spine, activate the core, little micro adjustments. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, sweat, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down onto the knees, come down onto the elbows. So you can come down into child's pose if you'd like to take a break in between this. But we're going to work forearm plank. Just as we do in our plank pose, draw belly to the spine, step the right foot and then the left foot back. So lifting up and out of the shoulders, so we've still got that protraction of the shoulder blades, gazing forward and lengthening the heels away from the crown of the head for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, come back down onto the knees. Take the arms up over the head, grab hold of the left elbow and pull that elbow behind or over towards the right side of the body as it rests behind the head. Gentle tuck of the chin and the chest, and just draw the belly into the spine and start to pull that elbow. And you can sit into the hips here and start to lean over towards the right hand side and increase that stretch down the side body. Inhale, come back to center, swap the arms over. So left hand grabs right elbow, lift up, belly to spine, sit back into the heels and start to lean over to the left as you open up not only into this tricep stretch, but taking it a little bit further down the body. Inhale, come back to center, hands together at the back of the body and draw the hands towards the earth. Tuck the chin into the chest and notice the stretch happening across through the pectorals in the front of the body there. Breathe. And release. Elbows back down into the mat. Step the feet back, come into your forearm plank. So we can play lots of games here, and the games look like this. Lifting that right hand up off the floor if you'd like to add on. Moving over to the other side, lifting the left hand up off the floor. You can also right leg, left hand. Swap it over. Exhale and release. Come back. Interlace the hands behind the body. And this time give yourself a little bit of movement here. So we used to play some really fun games in our class with balancing blocks on our butts and all sorts of things. And we can certainly play those games here. But forearm plank, great way to build strength into the core. Let's roll over now onto our backs. And heels up to the butt cheeks. What I want you to think about here is we talked about that shortening the distance between the ribs and the hips. So I want you to think about that. And it's almost like this belly button of yours is pressing the lower back. So the spine directly behind the belly button is glued down to the floor. The shoulders are lifted and the hands are reaching forward towards the feet. And you're going to pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Arms go over the head, legs stretch out in front. Give yourselves a little bit of respite so that lower back can now come up off the floor and stretch through the front body. Exhale. Heels back to the butt. Lift the shoulders. This time we're going to bring the hands by the side body here and we're going to reach for the toes for 20, 18, 17, 16, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and release. We like to burn into the obliques because it feels good. Lift it up there. Let's do that one again. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. We haven't even got to Navasana and low boat, and I love those guys. Navasana and low boat. Breathe here. Breathe here. Inhale, lift, exhale, press that lower back into the floor, belly button down to the earth. Feel the shortening of the ribs to the hips, activating the core. Lift the knees. Oh, that's different, isn't it? Let's do that. Hands reaching for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Arms up over the head. Give yourselves a little bit of a stretch. And back we come. Exhale the breath. Press the lower back into the earth. Lift the feet, lift the hands, reaching around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Arms over the head. Stretch it out. Oh, asana, my core indeed. Inhale, exhale, feet back, lower back pressed into the earth. Lift the feet. Okay. Elbows by the head. We're going to lift this foot up. I'm going to shake my anklet. I'm going to flex that foot. I'm going to start to lower this foot down. Hold it here and bend it in. Now I've got my shoulders lifted up off the floor and you can have the arms out into the front here. I don't mind. Lift. Start to lower. Hold it off the floor. Inhale. Bend the other leg or stretch the other leg. Exhale. Lower. Hold it off the floor. Bend. Lift. Exhale. Bend, lift. Exhale, right. Bend, lift, left. Exhale, left. Bend, lift, right. 4 more. Exhale, right. Hold it off the floor. Bend, lift, left. Exhale, left. Bend, lift, right. Last 2. Bend, last 1. Bend and release. Arms overhead, legs. Stretch, 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 stretch. Feels good. So, there are games that we can play here with blocks, if you would like. So we're going to lift the shoulders up off the earth, lift that foot off the earth, and elbow into the knee, and we're going to try and push the knee into the block and the elbow into the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what a ripper. Other side. Block, elbow, knee, lift. pressing the knee into the block into the knee, the elbow into the block into the elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, goodness me. Swapping it over. This time, opposite elbow into the block, lifting that shoulder, press the knee into the block, then block into the knee, the elbow into the block, the elbow into the block into the elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, other side. Opposite elbow, block, knee at 90, knee into the block into the elbow, lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm just going to rest here for a minute. I invite you to rest as well. Asana my core. Yep. Right into the obliques in that last set. Okay, knees into the chest. A little bit of a rock and roll. That was kind of like a little break, right? Come all the way over. Find your downward facing dog. So this is where things can get a little bit fun. We're going to inhale to plank. And we're going to exhale back, downward facing dog. We're going to inhale to plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time as we come forward, we're going to lift our right leg. And as we exhale, we're going to bring that knee to the elbow. Inhale and lift. This time it's coming over to the left elbow. Inhale and lift. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale and lift. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Other side. Inhale, lift. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift. Make sure you come all the way down to plank, don't cheat. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross it over. Last lift. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring it forward. Knee to the chest. Here's some fun stuff. Mountain climbs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press back, downward facing dog. We're going to come into those mountain climbers again. Come forward to your plank. Left knee into the chest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. 2 more sets of these. Forward to plank. Knee to the chest and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Last one. Plank pose. Knee to the chest, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. A little bit of high intensity interval training there. A little bit of peace here. All good for the core. Come back into your plank pose. Bring the knee into the chest and start to shorten the distance between the ribs and the hips. Pull the knee up into that cavity, into the chest. For 4, 3, 2, and release back, press back, downward facing dog. Bring it forward to plank. Knee into the chest. Lift it up as high as you can. Press the hands into the earth. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bring it forward to plank. Roll it on over. Side plank. Shorten the distance between the ribs and the hips, belly to spine. Exhale. back to plank. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, roll it over, side, back through center, plank, roll it over, other side, 2 more of these. Exhale, roll. Last one. Exhale, roll. Exhale. Come down onto the knees. Take child's pose. Hands back by the feet. Shoulders draw down to the mat. Forehead on the mat, breathe. Inhale, gaze forward. Hands, palms plant. Come back, downward facing dog. Gentle bend in the knees, gaze forward, inhale, and come all the way to seated. Find your Navasana. So boat pose. This is half Navasana or Urdhva Navasana. And this is your full Navasana. So I'm sitting on the sit bones and I've lifted my heart space. And then I'm going to let go and lift my butt up off the floor. When you lift your butt off the floor, shorten the distance between the ribs and the hips. So I'll just turn it side on for you. As you go to lift, think about concaving that space so that you can lift the hips up. So I'm going to press the hands into the earth here and I'm going to lift. Exhale, release. Back to Navasana. Cross the legs over the other way. Lift. Exhale, release. Navasana, either here or full Navasana, totally up to you. One more round. Exhale, lift, release. Navasana, your variation. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, half Navasana for 5, 4, 3, 2. I love my core, I love my core, I want some more. Inhale, right leg lift, lower. Inhale, left leg lift, lower. Both legs together. Low boat, 1 breath. Inhale, exhale, 1. Return Navasana. Right leg, left leg. Both legs. 1 breath. 2 breaths. 2 breaths, low boat. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Back to your Navasana. 1. Left. Both. 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Low boat. 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Bring it back up. Navasana. 4. 1, 2. Both legs together for 4. 3, 2, 1. Low boat. 4 breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Return Navasana, last set. 1. Left. Together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low boat, 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Up Navasana. Extend the legs. Flex the feet. Oh. Release the toes down to the earth. Wrap the arms around the legs and give yourself a hug. Drop the forehead to the knees and create a little ball here. Breathe and be. Breathe and be. Not quite sure what my neighbours are doing, but they're being fairly rowdy right now. And release. Roll over onto the knees. Come into tabletop. Come all the way down to the earth. And take Sphinx pose. So both elbows into the mat. Elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. The feet are about as wide as the mat here. Dig the elbows into the earth. Leave the hips where they are. And draw the ribs away from the hips. So relax the glutes here. So your glutes are like jelly on a plate. And you can feel that stretching through the front body. A little bit of a reprieve here. Stretching into the front body in this beautiful Sphinx pose. Breathe and be. This is just one of those moments when you realise that like you can't control everything that's going on around you. I can't go and tell my neighbours that I want like absolute silence while I'm practicing yoga. And we kind of need to learn a little bit of tolerance and patience in this space, and that we can't control everything. What we can control is our thoughts, our actions and our reactions, and this is what our yoga practice teaches you. One more breath here in this Sphinx pose. Sit back into the hips. Take child's pose. Just allow yourself to drop down to the earth. And I'm going to invite you to touch the thumb and the forefinger together, almost like a little diamond. Spread the fingers apart and just rest on the earth here. Relax the belly. Relax the breath. Breathe and be. Two more breaths here. Lift the head, walk the hands back towards the knees. Just sitting here for a moment. Asana my core, there are so many different variations of abdominal or core exercises that we could do. And that was like 12 minutes, I think, of like quite intense core work. I know somebody that like does 3,000 sit-ups a day, and their practice is out of this world. I can't commit to 3,000 sit-ups a day. Like I would literally just be doing sit-ups. But I can commit to doing like 7 to 10 minutes worth of work every day. And especially right now when we've actually got the space to do that. And I know that the more time that I spend, or that at least if I give a little bit of attention to my core and I do that work, that my yoga practice or my asana practice will benefit from that. My arm balances, because I can lift up through that core strength, I will be able to create endurance in some of those poses. In my chaturanga, my four-limbed staff pose, I will be more like a staff, I will be stronger. As I've said before, doing and improving your core strength not only improves your yoga practice, but it's going to help in your lumbar spine and assist you in so many different other areas of your life. It creates that internal fire, that strength and tenacity, your ability to commit and be right where you need to be in this present moment. If you need to take a break through any of those poses or through any of those exercises, do that and then come back to them. Just build your strength. Don't make it through the whole set. Don't worry, some days are diamonds and some days are dust. You want to put together your own abdominal workout? Man, there are a million ideas on the internet, and I might even do I've got a couple of other asana my core classes, and I can do a class that slows that whole process down, and we actually do high intensity interval training with the core. So that mountain climber that you saw, that is just one of the aspects of that class, and so that's just another layer that brings some of that cardiovascular and strength work together through a yoga workout. Anyway, rest and recover, my friends. Maybe that 12 minutes was just a little bit too intense. But I shall see you on the next tutorial. Much love, you're doing awesome.